In this video, I will explain Assignment 5, which is about virtual research environments. For Assignment 5, you will find and describe a particular virtual research environment and analyze motivations for sharing and using research data through virtual research environments. This will give you in-depth insight into the functions of virtual research environments, or VREs, and will help you understand the motivations for using them. Completing Assignment 5 will help you grasp the basic concepts related to VREs. You will also contribute to the VRE for EIC project, in which requirements for multidisciplinary VREs are collected, analyzed and implemented. In week 2 of this MOOC, you already found and described a particular data repository. Data repositories usually only provide access to data and metadata, and sometimes they connect to a publication that was written based on the dataset. In this optional module of the Open Science MOOC, we focus on virtual research environments, VREs, which are usually more comprehensive than data repositories. VREs are collaborative online research environments that connect data to publications and that give researchers tools to collaborate. These researchers may be located at different physical locations and may come from different scientific disciplines. And through the VRE, researchers can easily access data, software and resources of a range of underlying e-research infrastructures, while the complexity of back-end processes integrating all these sources is hidden from the end user. Ideally, the researcher can simply access a single uniform web portal and get access to heterogeneous data sources and related resources and work with them through data processing tools, such as tools for searching data, data analysis tools, visualization tools, tools for assessing data quality, tools for composing workflows, and tools for tracking data publications. Now let's discuss step 1 of Assignment 5, finding and describing a particular VRE. This first step of the assignment should take about 1 hour. In part 2 of the video, What is a virtual research environment?, various existing virtual research environments and projects developing into VREs are mentioned. Namely, VICEM, based in Southeast Europe and covering several domains, MUG, dealing with the domain of multiscale genomics, OpenDreamKit, which provides mathematics resources, BlueBridge, this VRE consists of several environmental science VREs, VRE for EIC, this project provides a reference model and components for a VRE, Westlife, a VRE for biosciences, Everest, a VRE for environmental sciences, and SkyGela, a special kind of VRE providing resources for research and education in Africa. Some of these are domain-specific, such as MUG and OpenDreamKit. Some enable VRE access to specific domains, such as BlueBridge for several environmental domains, and some provide a gateway to existing other resources, including Everest. Some are more general, resources for regions, such as VICEM and SkyGela. And finally, VRE for EIC provides a reference model and components to encourage common VRE development and cross-linking of VREs to allow multi-domain research. Choose one of the 8 VREs listed here. Select a VRE that is relevant to your context, discipline, and/or geographical location, and analyze its specifications and features. Then go to the edX platform and provide the following information to the survey under Assignment 5, Step 1. What is the name of the virtual research environment you chose? What is the URL of this VRE? What are the 3 most important characteristics of this VRE? Why could this VRE be of value? Provide at least 2 reasons. And on a scale from 1 to 10, how would you assess the following elements of the VRE? Usability, user experience, trustworthiness, data quality control, interoperability and standardization, and interaction and collaboration. We provide more information about how we define these elements in the survey itself and in the assignment description that you can find on the platform. In step 2 of this assignment, you will analyze motivations for using VREs, which will take about 45 minutes. And this second step should give you insight into in which situations you should use a virtual research environment, and it enables you to make a good trade-off yourself. Moreover, you will contribute to a particular VRE that is currently under development, namely the theory developed in the European Theory for EIC project. You will help improve the theory that is under development in this project by providing insights of researchers into why they would use a particular theory or not. Please go to Assignment 5 Step 2 on the edX platform and answer the following questions using a structured survey. Have you ever used a virtual research environment yourself? If you have used a theory before, we ask you some questions about the name and URL of the theory you used and about the discipline it is related to. Then we ask you some questions about what are or would be the most important benefits and obstacles of using a theory for your research. It is of course possible that you have never used a theory before. In that case, please imagine that you would use a theory that has the functionalities as described in the videos of this week, and then answer the following questions from a hypothetical perspective. We also ask you to which extent you believe various factors influence or would influence you to use a theory or not. These factors include background, voluntariness, personal drivers, facilitating conditions, trust, expected performance, social and affiliation-related factors, effort, experience, legislation and regulation, and data characteristics. And each of these factors are explained in the survey and in the assignment description on the platform. And finally, we ask you about your intended future use of theories. After you have analyzed motivations for using theories, we kindly ask you to share your experiences on the forum dedicated to Assignment 5. Sharing your experiences could result in interesting discussions and also allows you to compare your findings with those of others, such as those of participants from other countries. The completion of Assignment 5 is part of the optional module. It will not result in points for your final grade of this Open Science MOOC. After week 5 of this course, we will analyze your assignment responses, since the responses to the above-mentioned survey will result in an interesting dataset. We will share this dataset with you in an anonymized form. This allows you to compare your answers to those of others and may give additional input for the forum discussion. Good luck with Assignment 5.